As the leaves start falling down and the shadows above the town, I can finally see you now. I see the fear inside your eyes, I see the pain in your smile. I can finally see you now. I'm left behind, obeyed the line, but always a gone. You fool me at the bottom line, I lie afraid. Are we in the same place?
Yeah, welcome to the stream once again. I honestly don't know what happened while I was going through the face leak, whatever that was, but, no, you know, I gotta really figure out a better hotkey setting for my, live streams. Or on OBS, because before it was the up-down keys, but then I had it for F1, and once I pressed F1 it went 4 by mistake or whatever. It is what it is. I own up to it. I just was contemplating back and forth if I should have gone back again or just wait until tomorrow, because I felt a little bad. You know, I just want to be comfortable with life. So, yeah, I'm back for right now. Just give me 1 moment. Okay, we're back. Okay, yeah, we're back. Welcome to the stream. I hope your day is going well. I had an interesting one myself. I was actually at a demonstration today against my province's premier and his disapproval for the country. And yeah, I want to vent about that a little bit. It's becoming concerning of how this country's been going recently with like inflation and like issues with other things. Inflation, housing crisis, all of that. And like I was saying, I am in the what do you call it? I'm in the ILS program, which is like support systems for like the for the developmentally disabled. Anyways, I was there because I really disapprove of my premier, and yeah, I was there, and then I met this guy. He said that he had a happy life, and then but he became critical about Houston because of what he was been doing for this. I don't know much about Houston's policies before his re-election, but yeah. He said that his kids were taken away from him by CPS, and he had a lot of bad things to say about the government, and then they put his kids away in cages, and he studied like 3 years of law to try to win custody of kids back. But he says lots of things about corruption within, people that have a lot of money. They can pay off judges and everything like that. But yeah, it in this life, it's hard. It's a hard enough life as it is. So, when I go to the grocery store, I realize, you know, it was the vent that I was talking about in the last one before I ruined it. The job market is really not that great for people with developmental disabilities because, you know, corporate interests, they say they're up for like people with diversity, but like they only cherry pick which diverse feature that you have. I'm not gonna say what, but people with you know, developmental disabilities, even if they go for like community college and student loan debts, which is financed by banks because that's how they make their money, they really have a strong point in who they want to have as their represent their delegate, as their representative for company. I could be wrong about it though, but you know what? In this economy, I'm referencing that Scotiabank advertisement. That's literally what they were talking about. I think it was a Scotiabank commercial.
Do you mind if I ask you a question? What do you make?
People blush. Sense of that math.
No, that wasn't it. Maybe it was TD. Nah. If I see it again, I'll bring it up. But yeah, they say in this economy, it's almost like people in power are actually approved of the government officials. But it is what it is. All I can do is just live my life by the rules, by what we have right now. But you know what? Live it in the nicest way you can. Be positive, be yourself, but make sure you're up to like societal norms. Know the moral sense, and know the you know, the sense of what makes you happy and what makes you sad and what makes you angry. Is my mic working properly? Okay, it is. Yeah, just make sure you're happy, but make sure you're making others around you happy. And that's what I'm doing with the live stream. Because I like to live stream. And I want to build the confidence within my you know, my ability to go live and have a lot of energy to do it. So, yeah. The clouds outside are looking pretty, damp. I think we might get some rain. There goes neighbor lady again. So yeah, welcome to the live stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure if you just joined, make sure to like and subscribe. And you know, whenever I'm live streaming, put the bell on. And yeah, just have some fun and some positivity. Now let's go get some brain rocks. I like the lucky block games in Roblox. They're pretty fun. Well, that must be uncommon. Okay. Peepee kiwi. Peepee kiwi. I like the brain rocks. And the workout, but I just got started. Oh, I hit the jackpot. Trick track boom boom. Boom boom. Barra boom. Barra boom. Trick track barra boom. I need more weights is what I need. Ah, I see. Everything has a price. I get you now. Remember, not everything in this world is free. That's why, it's all a money struggle, but it's also the power struggle. They need flippers in this game is what they need. They need flippers is what they do. They need the flippers. Oh, another rare. Cacto, hippopotamito. It's a good one. Cacto, hippopotamatapo. I wonder what they have chimpanzini bananini. Papadini patarini. Nobini. Pizzanini. Pizzanini. But yeah, we're just here to entertain, make people smile and laugh, and think. What better way to make a laugh of a brain rot? Wonder if they have any skibbity pee poopy memes or brain rots. Brain rots. My live stream is a little delayed, I'm sorry. Well, no wonder. BattleNet application was open. I'm gonna keep the stream going until I gotta take my medication. It's, you know, everyone's gotta medicate for their problems. Is that Tung Tung? Is that the baseball bat man? Tung Tung's a whore! And it's a legendary. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. This draws in comparison with the Pitanini here. Look at that, guys. Gargantuan. This guy is a big fake box revenue generator. More. More. Woo! Ah. Not enough in the green zone, unfortunately. Oh, that was not a good launch. Ah, hiccups. At least I have enough for the dumbbell upgrade. Rebirth. Oh, what do I need for the second rebirth? Oh, jump level. Oh, resets your jump level. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Jump, jump, Mac Daddy make it. Jump, jump, Mac Daddy make it. Jump. Oh, that sounds like a fitting song right now. Can you mute the music? Ah, crap, you can't. Okay. Stream is still delayed, I apologize. That's not a good way to look at it. Oh boy. Alright, just one moment. Oh. Yeah, it must be an input lag or something. It must be an input lag. I apologize in advance. I guess 8 gigabytes of RAM isn't enough for OBS. I don't even know which update it's on. Oh well. Ah, still not enough for the green zone. I feel lucky. Oh, really lucky. Salamino Penguino. Alright, what can I get for $1 million? V-Bucks. Okay, nothing. Rebranding's gonna happen soon. Like PNGs or whatever. Unless. I feel like Game & Watch represents my personality. Because he beeps random shit. Sounds like me in a way. I just beep random shit. And nobody understands it. What are you trying to say? I swear, I'm okay with, like, you know, beeps, but the one beep that I don't want to hear, in all honesty, is the emergency alert system. I feel like, you know, if I have my ringer on, I'll just hear out of nowhere that loud, scary noise that tells you somebody went missing or somebody is on the loose. But every time I hear that, I think to myself, holy crap, there's going to be a nuclear missile launched in Canada. It's not always the case, but, like, you know, should be, yeah. I guess the public should be made aware of someone's missing, because God bless their soul. I hope they make their way back, and should be public acknowledgement to, you know, help know what the person is and what they look like and where they've been last. But, like, can't they find, like, a different noise to do it? I just don't want to have that mistaken for, like, a nuclear missile hits my country. That would be very inconvenient, to be honest. Like, make it less intimidating. Unless that's what Canada's going for. Like, it is your public obligation to help find this person that you will be scared to death by it. Kind of feels like there's these two kids that went missing, Jack and Lily Sullivan. Then there was a province-wide, you know, alert for it to bring those people back. They have never came back. I mean, people did put their efforts in. God bless those people. But it's inevitable. If someone goes missing and nobody heard from them, it's pretty much inevitable. So I guess the least you can do is, like, give your sympathies. That's what we need a little bit more of, is, like, sympathy for people that have gone through bad, terrible, traumatic things, like, you know, losing a loved one or having something really, really bad happen to you. It's... Well, you just gotta keep going, you know? Like, take a look at me. I'm trying to entertain. I'm an entertain. They should make me the next Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider! In all seriousness, though, we do need more kindness and more sympathy for, like, people that have been going through a lot of things. People just don't want to give it to them unless if it inconveniences them. That's very unfortunate. But anyways, I don't want to get too nihilistic. Jump, jump, Daddy Mecha make ya. Jump, jump, Mac Daddy make ya. Jump, 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 jump. A Mac Daddy make ya. Jump, jump. Rick Ross will get ya. Jump, 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 jump. Alright, what will 40 give me? Maybe into the blue zone. Take me into the blue zone. And it's still in the red. It's still in the lower zone. Low score. Trick track bat ba boom. Trick track ba boom. Oh yeah, I have to rebirth. Wonder how many rebirths I can get with this. Oh yeah, money. Let me invest in Mr. Big Man here. Whew, it's muggy in here. Bravo! Bravo, Mr. Muscle Man. Biggest weightlifter of all time. He can just keep going and going without any soreness. Ugh. I'm gonna scroll through social media while I'm waiting to level up with my big buff man. See what's going on in the news. I'm not gonna try to show some Spider-Man brand new day trailers. Oh, I saw this video. It's, I thought it was Worlds of T-shirts at first, but, this seems to be like someone else entirely. They're in Sri Lanka, and, this person just, throws water on a woman, and the woman gets so pissed.
Love your dress. It's so
She
cute.
turns into Rhea Ripley.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! Wait! Oh my god! Oh wait! Fuck! Oh shit! Oh my god! Wait! Oh my god! Wait! Wait! Oh my god! Wait! Stop! What the fuck? Wait! No! Okay. All right. Wait! No more kicking. You okay? You okay?
Now, if you see me ever doing this type of live streaming, I'm probably just gonna, you know, go off the face of the earth and just, you know, not come back, because, well, first things first, what did the guy do to pour water over the woman? Could have been anything, but like that seems like a aggravated response to you know, something that could just be, you know, oh, I don't like your glasses to make you look like a nerd. That could be swept under the rug. But if you were making fun of like somebody's mother or their kids or something like that, maybe that's you know, I can understand why, but like, well, it's not an appropriate way to go at it. But yeah, I can see this is definitely a kick stream. So yeah, that's kind of typical. You know, some of the degenerates, it don't matter who quit the internet, they're still on there. The next big man that says, "Oh, I'm gonna live stream people." Of course, you're protected under the constitutional right to record in public. And in private. But, you know, it's not nice to be a provocateur.
Hi, I'm Serena, and
What is this? It's a golf girl. Oh. It's a golf girl. Wonder what she is.
hi, I'm Serena, and I'm a fucking bitch. Come here. Down. Your hand.
I've been having.
Oh, jeez. Bro cocked himself so much that she just popped her own balloon and was like, bye-bye. Man. It's that type of thing where you need to build resilience. You know? Just because a golf girl looks at you and you're like, oh, God, I fall in love with you so much. Yeah, that bitch is gonna use you for her advantage. You're gonna get nothing out of it. Believe me, I've learned from experience. I dated a golf girl before, and let's just say, you know, she was very, very manipulative. Pretty boring day today. Maybe Twitter is just not giving me enough good things. I could have talked about Sneeko and Omegle, but he had his own set of problems. A boomer calling out a decrepit, degenerate young fella influencer guy. You know, it's just not really my cup of tea right now, because, you know, there could be like a whole bunch of reasons why Sneeko is a decrepit degenerate. Everybody talks about Sneeko when he does something bad, or if he gets, you know, poked fun of. Should come no surprise that somebody would just, you know, tell it to his face. So, hey, props to that old guy for setting him straight, but, yeah, not really interesting. Oh, well, maybe I'll do a refresh. Oh, that's the same guy. Harvey Lennon. Alex Jones calls for the immediate Trump impeachment. Oh, there's a lot of things that Trump has done to fuck over Jones. Mainly because of what he's supporting for it with a certain country that should not be named. But, yeah. Oy. You know what we need? We need more drama Ignore that. We need more drama YouTubers like Pete. You know, he should be trending on the algorithm a lot more. If you or one of your followers are watching this, give me a platform boost. I would really appreciate it. Man, I remember, oh jeez, when I was doing commentary on the video formats, I'd always think to myself that, oh, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are in deep shit. What could have been said for YouTuber number 1, number 4, with like a bunch of, fan bases? Then the one moment they fuck up, everybody's on it, like their hands on a car contest where you get to keep the car if you put your hand on it. But then as soon as everybody loses interest, like the feeling in the arm, like that interest, it just becomes not really that viable. Because, people learn. Don't make fuck-ups. But hey, if you're a lolcow, you can do whatever you want, but people will still think it as a fuck-up because it is very decrepit and degenerate. So, you know what? I wonder if there'll be more lolcows in the future. And hopefully there'll be one with, hopefully there'll be one that, keeps on going and going. Maybe that Larson guy. I heard he got released from, prison. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on! Why did it just recommend that to me? Why? I just wanted to find out I wanted to know about his prison release, not fucking porn. Why, X? Why? Why is X so retarded? Musk. Please stop making the search algorithm about porn, please. Oh my god.
Good old Mr. President Daniel Larson. As I talked about in my last video, the 21st of this month was going to be the day where they decide what happens with Daniel. And they decided that they were going to release him from prison. It seemed like this was going to be the case because lolcows nowadays have such impenetrable plot armor. We're going to be looking at an article that gives us a good
plot armor. Plot armor. Oh, geez, I wouldn't call it that. I think it's more like, beating a dead horse, but the horse comes alive every now and again, like a zombie. Because, fuck. When lolcows have a career, they think it's over, but they don't think it's over. Because when those people come back and they make essays about them, that's when they just come back over and over again.
summary of everything going on, so let's get into the phone. The last crash out Daniel federal
Wait, I want to read this. Bar 2024. Threats over about the government. I heard about that. Plead guilty.
charges connected
Yeah, basically he was released on supervised release.
ended up kicking him out, and in response he decided to crash out and start threatening everybody and freaking out.
Fuck you, Nick! I will blow your house till the day you die! Fuck you! 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 Call the feds on me, you fuck! This is a mess.
Under strict
That's really sad. I was laughing at first, but it just becomes a lot sadder when you realize this guy is not well in the head. If he's from Colorado, and Colorado's mental health services are not the best, oh, buddy, I think there needs to be a reform in Colorado State so we have less Daniel Larsons. I swear. I feel like there might be a Daniel Larson brewing in my own county right now, for all I know.
supervision. The article states, Larson appeared before Judge Regina Rodriguez in Colorado on July 21st for his final sentencing hearing. According to an eyewitness who attended the proceeding, Larson received credit for the time he had already served and was ordered released from custody. The attendee said he was also sentenced to 2 years of supervised release. Live updates published by Larson Leak similarly reported that Larson would be released into private housing with a caregiver. The outlet said
That's what happened before. That's what happened before. He tried to live in a group home before, but the staffing just he abused him so much. It's like, okay, you're going out on the street, and then you know, that's how he ended up homeless, and that's what caused his spiral, and you know, and that's how the trolls came to fuck with him. So it seems like a deja vu. This is gonna be like a deja vu again, because this has happened before. He treats people like they treat him as like a god. What god? You're more of a peasant than anything, bud. I'm sorry to say it, but like, you need psychological help. And if Colorado's not gonna give it to you, oh, go find it somewhere else. Go find it in I don't know, Maine. Or not Maine. Just like a state that doesn't like have a lack of mental health professionals. That's the point I'm trying to make. Could be anywhere. I'm not really that educated in like the medical thing of you know, how state medical mental health works, but yeah, go somewhere else for the help.
the arrangement had been organized by a trust team and that Larson would be accompanied while in public. Larson is going to need all of the supervision he can get, especially while in public. While he was in public, he would be sighted like Bigfoot, and his reactions to being spotted out in public like this would be abysmal. He would just freak out at people, and these people would just come up to Daniel to mess with him and stuff. They wouldn't come up to him for any reason in particular, really.
Calm down, man. You good?
Daniel, calm down.
Calm down, man.
Daniel.
Calm down.
Oh my God. Daniel.
Jeez, man.
As shown in that clip, he
is troll or if that was his support staff.
is not scared to destroy property and crash out whenever he wants or needs to. He's punching windows and kicking them in this clip. I don't understand how The court looked at his digital footprint and was like, yeah, he's good to go. He's fine. They might be really confident in their supervision over Daniel, so who knows how this is all gonna go down. And when I mean these people would come up to Daniel to mess with him, I mean they would come up to mess with Daniel. They would spot him in public, even inside random establishments having a nice little drink, and they would still go and
he just wants to move on, but the trolls are not having it.
I'm security.
No, I'm serious. Why are you taking pictures of this man? Leave him alone.
I'm security. He's a pedophile.
How do you know that?
Do you want me to show you?
What? Yeah, show me.
John Summit.
Police are on their way.
John
I'm
Summit.
going to need to ask you to...
Daniel, John Summit told me to ask you if you've showered anytime recently.
Okay, I'm going to need to ask you guys to leave.
You still smell like poop. Hey, don't charge me, Daniel.
Yeah, his mental health therapist must have just told him to walk away. That's not always gonna be the case. And, you know, if you get fucked with, you gotta stand your ground at least one point, even if you are depraved as Larson. But, you know, it just, you know, it keeps biting, it keeps coming back to bite him in the ass because of everything he did. I've heard the story. So, shouldn't come as surprising that people are gonna fuck with him, although I wish they wouldn't, because if he wants to, like, move on from it, not really gonna happen.
This, like, one time he would go into Panera Bread because people were driving around recording him and stuff, and he decided to crash out on the people in there because he would follow him around.
Okay, I don't want to hear more about these crash outs. I just want to hear, like, what's... Okay, yes, people are making fun of him, congrats, but, like, how is he improving as a person?
I don't know why they would let him out, especially when he still has some of the same thought processes that he has. Like in last video, I brought up the fact that
I didn't mean that to, like, defend him, but I'm, like, saying, like, you know, what has happened afterwards, you know, that if he's inside a private housing to keep him away from, like, the public eye, yes, that would be a good thing. That would actually be the best thing for Larson.
he still has some of the same thought processes that he has. Like in last video, I brought up the fact that while in court, he was talking about how he was famous, and that's why people were there for him. It kinda seems like him being quote-unquote famous is the reason for all of his problems. I really don't understand why the court would rather just release him rather than help treat him for all of the things that he's going through. They are putting him on medication and treating him that way, and that's a good direction, but are they going to put him through a rehabilitation process? Are they going to put him through therapy? What are they going to do to actually fix Daniel? The article would state, the courtroom attendee claimed Larson must take all prescribed medication and submit to random drug testing. Probation will reportedly be able to inspect his phone, submit to random drug
Okay, take the medications, random drug testing, probation, surrender a Motorola phone seized during
testing. Probation will reportedly be able to inspect his phone, and Larson cannot use a password without giving it to his probation officer. He was also reportedly ordered not to contact the law enforcement agents named in the case. No fine was imposed, according to the attendee. Larson agreed to surrender.
Is he really going to agree to all of this? His support staff better be forcing it better. If he has his internet privileges taken away, don't give him internet. Give him something to distract himself, you know? Don't give him the internet, because that's how the trolls feed. He's on internet.
A Motorola phone seized during the investigation, allowing federal authorities to dispose of the device. I'm hoping we get more details on this case soon. in what Daniel is doing behind the scenes, because right now it just seems like Daniel's being let off scot-free. Hopefully it's a requirement that we don't know about from his probation to go to therapy and stuff like that. It doesn't seem like there's going to be any change to Daniel Larson. It seems like we've been hurled back to square one, except he's actually being supervised this time around. It has been a crazy 2 years waiting for the result of Mr. President's case here, and the result is him getting out of prison. The plot armor really did kick in for Daniel Larson.
This guy should just be in an asylum at this point. Guy is not well. What kind of court deems somebody that has done predatory acts and acts of violence, threatening people? How do they think that it's going to be beneficial for them to be on supervised release? Because that's like what I said earlier, the deja vu with when he was in a group home. He abused his staff and then they kicked him out. I guess the only difference would be he would violate his parole and he would get sent back to prison like he should be. So yeah, I guess you know, people are rooting for that. That's something to. Yep, that's something to be concerned about. That is something that people should definitely be concerned about, is if the staff is definitely going to do their job and make sure he's away from the internet and away from the public and stuff like that. That should definitely be their job. And as someone that lives in a support system like that, I can say that there are some people out there that are just, they're not that, I want to be polite about this as I can, but some of them are just, you know, they have their flaws, and the flaws really show, like, what they are in this life. Like, there's this one person that's, like, really dismotivated to do anything. Because, I don't know, he had everything. He had a car, he had a driver's license, he had a girlfriend, but then something happened, and then, you know, he was replaced into alternative living. So, you know, it could have been mental health, it could have been drugs, it could have been anything. But, you know, the sock doesn't fit the shoe. I mean, the foot doesn't fit the shoe. Like, there's gotta be accountability with it. There's gotta be accountability with it. Like, that's what their support staff does. Is to make sure that they're supported, but, you know, that they have to live in the conditions that they are at. Like, my support system right now in ILS, I am in ILS too, because, like, I'm someone that has a developmental disability, and that's okay. I mean, I look at, like I said, if I ever feel bad about myself, I just look at the lol cows out there, and I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not like Larson. Thank God I'm not like Nova. And thank God I'm not like Christian. Thank God I'm not like Christian. I swear to God, if I see a fucking Sonichu medallion at Halcon, I'm just gonna step away from it. Touch it with gloves. Touch it with gloves, okay? If I see the Sonichu medallion, just touch it with gloves so you don't get infected with the curse. It's like the fucking smile curse. Once you see it, once you feel it, too late. Something bad gonna happen to you. So, enjoy it while you can. Alright, who's this guy anyways? Mayor Menace. Oh, Nova Online is back in the news again. Leaping Lemore. Leaping Lemore. We can talk about Lemore another day. Maybe I'll do some more research about that locale. But I think I might learn more about the allegations. I wonder if it's the if it's the diaper situation, or if it's the Twinkle Little Star, the Discord. If it's the Discord. Wait, let me read that again. Fuck it, I'ma say it now. The Switch 2 is excellent, but the one thing holding back in the lack of YouTube is YouTube and Crunchyroll. Nintendo makes those two usable, and it's worth the $760 iPad I paid. Insert fake sip laugh. Well, is that true? Is that honestly true? Oh my god. He's right. That guy's right. Yeah, I have YouTube on my Switch. I can put Crunchyroll on there as well. Oh my lord, Nintendo! What have you done? You release Smash 6 in the next year or so. You're still not gonna have a big player base because no one's gonna buy that expensive shit stain of a console. Wait. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it now. I'm back, and Nova's the little Michelin man. Oh my god. That was Nova! That was Nova?
Yeah. Yes. We are here.
Yo, what's up guys? Man here, and welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a good day and a good week as well, because I simply don't understand what's so great and what's so funny about giving a predator money and attention. This screenshot would come from the lolcow wizard on Twitter, and he would be asking this person why they would give Nova money in the first place, and all they would say is, because it's funny. So
is he doing weird shit for that money? I would not be surprised. Dance. They're like, dance, monkey, dance. But why is the monkey mad that he's getting, made fun of? Because of all the bad things he did on the Discord. It's getting so dark out today. I don't know why. Why is it getting so dark all of a sudden? Oh, I hope it's not the fog. I mean, not the fog. Oh, the fog. Fog's coming. Lock up your windows. Hide your wife.
But to some of these people, it's genuinely funny to them for Nova to do these half-assed cameos for $20 or $40. I forgot the price. They absolutely love bangers like this one where he's laying outside with a blanket on him. It's like he camped out outside or something.
What's going on, Miley? It's Nova Kadri, and I wanted to wish you a very happy birthday, and I hope you have had or having an amazing one so far.
Bro, these
I was
cameo people are like
I want a special this.
actual
Absolute-
fans, no doubt.
Once again, happy birthday. Hey, Nova Kadri.
They
signing
think
off.
This
they
person
think he's
got
funny
absolutely
without the
ripped
irony.
off. Isn't it a thing in the cameos that they're supposed to do what you request them to do? And this person requested him this.
What the? Oh shit, my internet's not out, is it? Oh, no. Okay. This video was just
Sing
slow,
a
I
Taylor
guess.
Swift song, and he couldn't even do it because he didn't know it. But hey, at least they got Nova laying outside. Nova would also bring up an experience he had with someone on Twitter. Who knows if this is true or not, but if it is, this person needs to reevaluate their life goals. Nova would say in his Twitter post, "I genuinely may have just had the most wholesome conversation from someone showing up to my house. They offered me a movie ticket, which I politely declined due to being in a bad mood. But then they condemned the takeover and even bought a Nova cord. If you're seeing this, thank you." Huh? What am I reading right now? Dude's offering Nova movie tickets and bought a Nova cord from him. If this
Bro,
is
that's
really
not a troll, that's a genuine fan. That seems like a genuine fan. Maybe they're more obsessed than Nova. But hey. Maybe for all the different reasons. Someone was just blaring down my street with music.
the case, I'ma just be real, we're all evolving as a species. But something else that's been going down recently is Bloodspeth got a hold of the person that was running the Discord server for Nova. Bloodspeth would start the conversation asking this person if they want to come up on stream, and they'd say, "Nah, I saw I was on stream in-game earlier after the fact, and it's not my cup of tea." Bloodspeth, giving him the benefit of the doubt, would then say, "I mean, it would clear your name if you're a troll, which I'm assuming you are." This person has been around Nova for quite a minute, so if they were a troll, they would have quite a lot of information on Nova, maybe new stuff, or maybe just a bunch of stuff we already know. But based off of this conversation, who knows what's going down? They might meme.
Okay, that makes more sense. I was confused about why he said, why he was like deflecting it. Okay, so this guy's gotta make sure Nova when he's on the internet and make sure that he is in a good light. Forget all the degenerate shit. Forget about the diaper and the child grooming over the internet. It's an epiphany. It's an epiphany is what it is.
What they say in this conversation, or they just don't want their cover blown. But what they did here is wrong either way, because Nova came into contact with people that are not of age. This person would respond to Bloodspeth by saying, "Clear my name of the crime of playing Minecraft on a Sunday afternoon? I'm good." And Bloodspeth would say, "Of making a Discord server for a predator, or was it two?" This person would end up responding with, "I didn't make a Discord server for anyone but myself, but if you're trying to accuse me of anything, I'm not going to entertain any more conversation." Bloodspeth would then ask this person if this server was for Nova and his Clash of Clans clan. They'd say, "It was made for a clan I was in. I got sick of the horizontal keyboard, short character limit, and the censorship." And Bloodspeth would say, "Uh-huh, and did you know that the owner of the clan is a predator?" And they would respond with, "I'm hearing a lot of that lately from a bunch of people who joined a game I made that he never joined and blew up all my stuff initially." Being this is the same server, but it's kind of contradictory what he's saying here, because a few months ago I covered how his Clash of Clans clan started getting...
Okay. I don't know a whole lot about the Clash of Clans situation. What the fuck just happened? Ah, the darn, the Discord got nuked. Why? I don't know, I never joined it. Already? How? Someone must have mass reported
Thing
it.
full of trolls talking about all of his activities with diapers and such. Talking about all of his activities with diapers and such. Everything that is going on around Nova Online is getting weird. This Clash of Clans stuff, this Discord server stuff, it's all weird, and I feel like sooner or later something crazy is going to happen revolving around it. Maybe another "no, not the server" type moment, but who knows what's gonna go down. All we can do is sit here and predict what could go down next in the crazy universe called the Bovine Universe. So recently, the World Cup was going down and Nova had to attend. He tried to fit in like everyone else. It seemed like during the stream he barely...
Bro, this motherfucker actually had the money to go to FIFA? How are these people paying him to do this crazy shit and he's able to go to, what is it? Toronto? Dallas, whatever it was, to see the World Cup. This is a revelation, man. We need to we need to not feed these people. We need to just like ignore them is what we need to do, or you know, bring awareness to the situation like what Mayor Menace is doing.
Down during the game and stuff, and there were moments during this stream where he would be yelling at the top of his lungs because of him celebrating, and there were other moments where he would admit that his mother was sleeping, so this guy is yelling full on inside of his house as his mother's sleeping. The chum really couldn't have been any more of a nuisance to all of the people around him.
Okay,
No! Get him! No! The other room right now.
That's
Real icon.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm so stupid. I should have known he was not that rich to go to World Cup.
Iconic Instagram posts. Starting off with some real nightmare fuel. Nova would say,
Oh my fuck. He needs to do something about the unibrow.
note to anyone abroad calling the Nova Cord number. If you do not live in America, Canada, Mexico, or the UK, my carrier charges me for these calls. If you need to call me from another country that is not listed above, email me 6 hours beforehand so I can add the money to my phone carrier credit line beforehand so the call can go through. Thank you. Nova doesn't realize that he just cooked himself with this because people from abroad can start calling him and running up that phone carrier credit. So he's got to put more money into it. On Instagram, Nova has been asking people if he can improve in his current state, saying even short spurts of anger can change perspectives in someone's mental health. It happens.
Okay. Yeah, but like, what does this have to do with the mod? What does this have to do with the mod? Like, yeah, I'm glad you're bringing up like more degenerate things about Nova Online, but what about the mod?
But recently, I think a few days ago, he's come back with a new one, and the caption that he made for it is absolutely abysmal, saying that Sad Boy Eats is just monetizing my suffering at this point. I hate myself so much. Are we for real, Nova? This is some quality content at this point. I wish he'd just tell us something we don't know already about him.
Welcome back to Sad Boy Eats, which is also a factor or capper. Blah 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 blah. Who cares? Dijon.
Bad boy. And he's just meme mugging the camera as he goes into another take.
Job withdrawal.
Words. And what are job withdrawals? You just being broke? That's the case.
You're
the chum wouldn't be broke if he just saved his money and used it wisely. You guys seen in the Twitter screenshots?
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
Broke? That's the case. The chum wouldn't be broke if he just saved his money and used it wisely. You guys see?
Bravo! This is what the guy is trying to get at with everybody. If you're in the live streaming world and you just want to do things for your, to build your reputation, that's fine. Don't be starting up, But make sure you're starting up, you know, you can't be spending on certain things. Like, you know, out-of-state phone lines for people to troll with you. Because it's like what he said. They'll just bring up the rates of his bill up and up. So, you know what? I don't think that would bring me positivity if somebody was calling on me and saying, diaper, diaper, diaper. You know, that would actually make me feel, that would make me feel like shit. I use that term loosely. Yeah, just, we need, what do we need? We need we need better, you know, strategies to, like, cope with the streamer complex. Oh, come on. You wanted me to have gold for the you wanted me to have gold for the rebirth, but not enough gold for the fucking new weights. Anyways, yeah, it is a pretty it's a flabbergasted world, is what it is. We need, like, more strategies to, like, do it right now. Save money. Save money. And be genuine about it. Don't be like the streamer universe shit. Where Ludwig was talking about AI templates or whatever. Or icons, or whatever you call it. The things for video screens. Like, to make videos more clickable. Anyways. Yeah, this guy is speaking real fast.
Being in the Twitter screenshot in the beginning of the video, he's talking about buying a Switch 2 for $670. And not only is he wasting a lot of the money that he makes, he's the only one in that household that's capable of working at this point. His mother is not really in the best shape as she's lost one foot, so she can't work at this point. Or maybe she could, but it would be very, very hard. So Nova just keeps getting in trouble in these servers. He's having these job withdrawals now. He was close to having a binge drinking arc. It's getting nuts, everything that is happening
this guy's taking the
around Nova Online, and even the people. Nova's lost the plot on life and will never move forward or...
See, this is the thing. Don't lose the plot on life. Like, I might be in the support system right now. I might not be, you know, working the best, you know, job market's kind of screwed. But you know what? I just try to keep it positive, 110%. I just keep on doing things that make me happy and positive. And I hope this positivity brings on to any of you guys. So, that's all I care about. As a matter of fact, let's give this guy a subscribe. Let's give this guy a subscribe. And if he has a Discord. Do you have a Discord, my friend? Do you have a Discord? Come on, I know you have a Discord. Oh, he had a Twitter. He had a Twitter in that video, actually. He had a Twitter on that. He had a Twitter on that video. I wonder, is that the same guy? Is that the same guy? Let me just proof check this. Oh. Christian, okay. That seems kind of decrepit. I'll come back to this. Mayor Menace. Okay, that's the real one. That's the real one. Oh shit, he just posted. He just posted. I don't know much about the David situation, but I believe he's guilty. I believe he's guilty. But hey, if this guy has a YouTube platform that, like, you know, he can get somewhere in life, maybe he can help me. Don't mind the little self-promotion. I would have messaged him if he had a messenger. Fuck, did he have a messenger? I didn't even realize. Okay, no. Maybe we should get rid of that comment. I don't think that was really appropriate. I don't think that was appropriate. This a po' boy, bro. That's not a po' boy. That's a neck beard. That's a neck beard, is what it is. Bro's got the Coca-Cola chain and the gold loony looking face and the Sopranos. What is it? Jersey? Holy fuck. Oh, jeez. Oh, he just made this. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, jeez. Oh, alright, I want to check this one out now. This seems like something that should be.
As the sun rises,
because it's just like the lol cows. They have stuff that is dealing with childs in a way that makes them feel in a certain mood, and that's unacceptable in a moral sense. And this should be brought up to speed. So yeah, let's Oh, this is a long video though. Well, let me just do one more. Launch. At least let me get a legendary. I want a legendary first before I do Okay, I just want the legendary, please. Legendary. Whatever, that'll do. At least it's not real money. That's what I keep on telling myself. Okay, what?
This is over a quiet Florida neighborhood. Police move in on a teacher accused of the unthinkable. What happened? As the sun rises over a quiet Florida neighborhood, police move in on a teacher accused of the unthinkable. Accused of the unthinkable. Police move in on a teacher accused of the unthinkable.
Why was the cop screaming?
What happened? I will show you how this child pornography bust goes sideways at first. But once this 6th grade teacher is in cuffs, the reality of what he has been doing comes to light.
exhibiting an interest in the sexual exploitation of children.
This predator teacher used AI to create horrific CSAM images of real students. We have the messages that this teacher sent while school was in session, and it is very disturbing. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. It is shocking whenever someone is arrested in a case of child pornography, but when it's a teacher, an elementary school teacher, the accusations take on a whole new level of horror. And this may be the first time in this show we are talking about a suspect who is accused of using AI in such a dark and twisted way. We just got the body cam video in from a case out of Holly Hill, Florida, and sadly, sharing and receiving child sexual abuse material, or CSAM, was not the only thing, the only twisted crime that this teacher was committing. So let's start with the arrest.
I don't know what you say, he's talking too much. Yeah, you want to go? Go. You did it wrong, sir? Yeah, you talk, I'll pull him up.
Police in the morning, Florida, are at the house of David McCune. It's 6:13 in the morning. McCune is a local school teacher. He teaches 6th grade at UBIC Academy, which is a private Christian school for students K through 12. Holly Hill is not far from Daytona. Here's what happens once McCune opens the door, and apparently his dog was not happy about the early alarm.
Hello, Holly Hill Police Department. Hey, how you doing? Hey, David? I'm sorry. What's going on? Twice, beat me right.
Come over. You come over here. We got one male secured.
Well, at least we know that guy will the cops will probably just have the flesh.
We just recently got, and it did get aggressive with the vet. That's why I was trying.
Okay, I don't care about the dog. I mean, I do care about dogs, but he was vicious.
Just get everybody out, go.
So,
with McEwen's own dog biting one of the officers at his door. McEwen is handcuffed and he's shirtless. Now, before we get into what happened next, I want to run through what authorities say this man did, and it is sick. On June 2nd, police say a cyber tip came into the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children from the app Discord, and the tip alleged.
Oh, that shouldn't be surprising.
National Center for Missing and Exploited Children from the app Discord. And the tip alleged that someone at the school that McEwen worked at was using Discord to distribute child sexual abuse material. Police say that traced the account not to a student, but to 6th grade teacher David McCune. Investigators say he shared 19 explicit files depicting child sexual abuse. And on top of that, they say he had 6 videos showing himself engaging in sexual acts with a family pet. That is horrifying.
Why? Why are men like that? Why are sick fucking men like that? It's the new world of AI where they can just make whatever the fuck they want on a prompt, and the AI will generate it for them. What kind of loopholes are they doing to make that shit happen?
It's impossible to wrap your head around that. But the next part of this story is chilling, and a chilling reminder of what technology is capable of. Authorities believe that McEwen may have used artificial intelligence technology to create pornographic content in his school. Now, I just received documents, along with the body cam in this case, that go into great detail of what the images McEwen shared on Discord are of. And let me tell you, They are far too graphic to explain on here, but perhaps the part that made me the most sick as I was reading through all of this is what McEwen allegedly said in chats on Discord about his own students. It is disgusting to even read this out, but it does give you an idea of what this man did. In one message, a user says, quote, "When you said teacher of 6th grade, I was thinking, wow, that's a hot age." And McEwen replies saying, quote, "Yes, it is, my friend. Developing bodies as far..."
Oh. That's not even at the age of consent yet. That's like halfway at the age of consent. Why? Why? Why do these people think it's okay to see developing bodies as their spank bank? Why? Why? It's fucked up, is what it is.
As the eye can see. Then you have another chat where McEwen is asked by a user on Discord, quote, "You got any crushes?" And this teacher responds, "Yes, I do." The user then says, "Tell me about them." And McEwen answers, quote, "I've got yearbook photos I could show you." Documents state that McEwen sent the names of students and images that appear to be from a yearbook. He went on to send very sexually graphic messages in the chats on the app. Now, the tip came in from Discord, again, on June 2nd. Then you had an arrest on June 20th. This is in 2025. And this is what happened outside McEwen's house as he is shirtless in handcuffs and his family is right there listening to every detail in a search warrant that police are executing at their house.
We have a search warrant for the residence. Okay. The content within the search warrant, I'm not sure if it's what you want your kids to hear. So I would prefer if we were able to get them in a location where they're not overhearing some of this. Okay. Are you cold? Do you have a jacket? No, she just is. Okay. Do you want me to get you? Can we get like a jacket for you inside, or like a different shirt? Like if you wanna. It's not a mess.
Police get McEwen's children out of listening distance as they prepare to read through this warrant.
You have the right to remain silent, and anything you say may be used as evidence against you. You have the right to talk to anyone who will be appointed to represent you. If at any time you wish...
Just my husband?
This search warrant is going to be in reference to him, yes.
Okay.
But I do have to read it to you, so do you understand these rights?
I do.
Do you understand these rights? And
Yeah.
with these rights in mind, are you willing to speak with us?
I would like an attorney present.
Okay. Are you willing?
Bro just doesn't want to confess. Yes, let's give it to the attorney. Let's give the attorney the private logs in Discord to defend the innocent. Let's use something like, he was just exploring the world of fetishes. Fuck off! You don't fetishize children. You don't fetishize children. That's the death penalty.
I mean,
it's not a
I
criminal
haven't done
investigation.
anything, so I don't need an attorney, but if it's in reference to my husband,
Wait, I just want to test my microphone one more time. Ugh! Okay. It's working.
isn't the wife protected under the law?
For court testimony.
Protected under the law.
At any point, all questioning can be stopped, okay?
The officer then reads a lengthy search warrant for several minutes, detailing the items that officers plan to go through, including digital devices in the house.
Computer software, hardware, digital contents related to the sharing of internet access over wired or wireless networks, allowing multiple persons to appear on the internet from the same internet protocol address. Items containing or displaying passwords, access codes, usernames, or other identifiers necessary to examine or operate items, software, or information seized. Manuals and other documents, whether digital or written, which describe the operation of items or software seized. Correspondence or other documents, whether digital or written, exhibiting an interest in the sexual exploitation of children. Correspondence or
Can you read that last part?
Correspondence or other documents, whether digital or written, exhibiting an interest in the sexual exploitation of children. Correspondence or other documents, whether digital or written, pertaining to the possession, receipt, origin, or distribution of images involving the sexual exploitation of children. Correspondence or other documents, whether digital or written, pertaining to the possession, receipt, origin, or distribution of images involving the sexual contact with animals. Any and all correspondence in electronic, printed, or any other form pertaining to the possession, receipt, or distribution of visual depictions of a child engaged in sexual conduct as defined in Florida State Statute Section 827.071, or child pornography as defined in Florida State Statute Section 847.001. Any and all correspondence in electronic, printed, or other form pertaining to the possession, receipt, or distribution of visual depictions of an animal statute section 8.0 and ownership to include.
I think I get the charges. I just want to, how this correlates with like the person that
reflecting personal contact and any other activities with a child visually depicted while engaged in certain and receive communicating past media that describes to be capable of file cited herein related to the possession and examination of the property of
Bro,
the
this
evidence
guy looks like
described
he's
in the
gonna
warrant,
vomit. Do you see
and to
this
conduct
guy?
an
Looks like
off-site
he's gonna
forensic examination
vomit.
of the property for the evidence described.
Oh no, wait.
If upon search the occurrence, dismantling,
it's probably dealt with this before.
Analyst.
Was this place
During the
takes
execution
place
of the search
Texas?
warrant, this court authorizes the above member
Did this take
agencies
place
to
in
command
Texas?
David. How do you say your last name?
I'm Chris Stewart. Case of child pornography, but when it's a teacher, horrors of you just got the body cam video without sex teacher.
Nope.
From far from me. McCune is a local spouse of David McCune. It's 6:13 in the morning. McCune is a local school teacher. He teaches 6th grade at
like
UBIC
California.
Academy, which is a private Christian school for students K through 12. Holly Hill is not far from Daytona. Here's what happens once McCune
this is Ohio. Oh, this is Ohio.
By an animal in violation of Florida State Statute section engaged or connected to same, given charge of property, also the bodies of the person or persons in any questions are going to be directed to her. So I'm going to go grab her, let her know everything's done, and then if you have any questions, you can talk to her about it.
Police read through that lengthy search warrant, delivering details that had to leave, you would think, the teacher's family in shock, disbelief. I mean, you name it. David McCune was initially charged with aggravated possession of child pornography, 18 counts of possession of child pornography, and 6 counts of sexual conduct with an animal.
You and I are on the same page.
All right, so we'll go over this with you. So this is the search warrant order for the school. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and read this whole thing to you, and you'd be the recipient of this on behalf of the location. Okay. So,
Police not only searched McCune's home, but they also served a warrant at his place of employment, that school. The Florida Attorney General said the search warrants found an overwhelming amount of evidence, saying, quote, law enforcement believes he utilized artificial intelligence technology to create CSAM material with real children, some of whom may have attended UBIC Academy. Initial search warrants revealed that McCune was disseminating, downloading, and communicating with users on Discord, a popular group chat service, during school hours while connected to the UBIC Academy Wi-Fi. UBIC Academy board chair Don Ross responded publicly to the arrest of one of his teachers just a day after it made headlines. And in a statement that was posted to Facebook, he writes, quote, after learning of David McCune's arrest, we sent the following statement to our school parents via email through our school management portal. We have been made aware of today's arrest of Mr. David McCune, who has served as a 6th grade teacher at UBIC Academy. We are shocked and deeply grieved by the serious allegations of misconduct against him. Our employment relationship with David McCune has been terminated, and we are cooperating fully with law enforcement authorities.
Don't let him step another foot on that Christian school. That is not Christ-like behavior, because remember, Ephesians 6:4, Father, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up in the discipline. Oh, no, wait, that's not the right one. That wasn't the right one. Okay. Matthew 7:12. So ever what you wish that others would do unto you, also to them, for them is the law and the prophet. That just means just follow the way of Christ and the 10 Commandments. And in the 10 Commandments and the 12 Apostles, they said nothing about sexually exploiting a child. So,
now, this is video of McEwen in court in Florida per West 2 News. Again, his arrest in June, then in December, major news. 6 months after his arrest, he was sentenced to 135 years in Florida State Prison, so he will never be a free man again.
Wait, what did you say?
5 years in 6 months after his arrest, he was sentenced to 135 years in Florida State Prison, so he will never be a free man again. In a news release, the Attorney General went on to say, quote, "The abuse and trauma this predator inflicted is sick, and he deserves every moment of this sentence. We will always seek the longest sentence possible for anyone who harms innocent children or defenseless animals." He also noted just how disturbing this case is. Someone using artificial intelligence to commit horrific sex crimes. Quote, "The arrest is deeply disturbing. Not only was the individual trafficking in vile material, but he was doing it on school grounds, during school hours, surrounded by children. At the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, we will never allow predators to hide behind screens or school walls. We will track them down, expose them, and bring them to justice."
Yeah, you better do that for the other people that are using AI to make child CP, to make CP.
Now to talk more about this case, University of Washington School of Law professor Mary Fan, thank you for taking the time to be with us here on Law and Crime.
I wish the death penalty was
this story is in so many ways just, I think, an example of a nightmare of what AI can be and some of the concerns that people have. And for as shocking as this individual case is, how common is it, have we seen as this rise of AI has happened, to see situations like this where it's used in such disturbing ways?
Sure, we're seeing a growing number of cases, Chris, where we have the traditional concerns over child exploitation material merged with the use of artificial intelligence to generate images. And courts are conflicted, depending on the jurisdiction, as to how to deal with the various permutations of these situations.
And how does that vary? Because in this case, you have David McEwen, this teacher, and he ends up getting 135 years in prison. In Florida, I know is a state that I think last time you joined Law and Crime, you talked a little bit about some of the changes in the law there. How does the law and AI in a state like Florida look compared to a state that maybe hasn't been as up to speed with some of the developments that have come in AI?
Sure, the law is trying to catch up with how people use technology in this context. And so, in some states, it's not clear whether or not the law would apply to an image that's synthetic, that may have some elements of a real person and certainly some elements that are just AI generated. Sometimes it's not clear as to whether or not the law requires proof that the person knows whether or not the image is a real person or not. So there's also.
But what about the likeness? What about the guy that was working at the Christian school and he knew all the kids over there and took pictures of them in the yearbook and then put them in the prompt generator to build the porn? That's not the likeness? Oh, they could have just, they can't do it over the prompt itself, but like the person? Oh. Maybe he could have just made his own AI to do it.
Sorts of questions that judges have to wrestle with, and then legislatures kind of follow in the wake of these cases and try to further clarify the law based on the facts that are unrolling on the ground.
Because this one is obviously incredibly disturbing. He was talking online about students, and then, we haven't seen the images, of course, but with what had been alleged that there were images of students that he created with artificial intelligence. But kind of as we look at this conversation as a whole, like how, I guess, into the weeds does it get where a defense attorney could make an argument that it isn't a student and these are the reasons why?
And God. Does it matter? Does it matter if it's a student or not? It's not the likeness of the person. It's the action. It is the action. If someone has the intent that children must be sexually used in any format, that is fucked up. That is fucked up. And that is not Christ-like behavior, because that guy was a Christian. Remember, Matthew 7:12. So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophet. That is not a prophetic or lawful word of God to sexually exploit kids. That is not godlike behavior.
Maybe it's the face
Or
that looks
God's
similar to a student, but it
behavior.
isn't. And I mean, how into the weeds might it get in some of the arguments that could come out of cases like this?
Oh, well, I mean, a good defense attorney is going to have to raise those issues. They have an ethical duty to do so. Now, this case was easier because this individual not only exploited the images of his students, but actually shared their personal data, which is really a violation of some of the fundamental duties of an educator entrusted with children. All right. So in this case, it would be tough to be as an attorney because of what he did in exploiting actual students' information and even sharing it. In other cases, though, these images pass from person to person.
What they said about personal data?
They have an ethical duty to do so. Now, this case was easier because this individual not only exploited the images of his students, but actually shared their personal data, which is really a violation of some of the fundamental duties of an educator entrusted with children. All right. So in this case, it would be tough to be as an attorney because
I thought they were saying something along the lines of like, the government used their personal data over that. That was
what he did.
That was my misunderstanding.
Students' information and even sharing it. In other cases, though, these images pass from person to person. The provenance may not just originate with the person who's caught with the images. And there you have all sorts of complex questions about knowledge, harm, even potentially, you're seeing in some jurisdictions, claims of First Amendment rights when it comes to someone using AI to generate images to illustrate their fantasies, for example.
Oh, fuck. The First Amendment is actually protected for that kind of shit? Oh, I'm speaking retarded. I'm speaking retarded. That's probably not a protected First Amendment right, but like a creativity. They think who would think that is creativity? Who thinks making images of AI CP is a creativity expression protected under the First Amendment?
Where you don't really have any identifiable person. But the images may be scraped or modified based on a database full of people.
Does that include the
I don't know where, someone like David McEwen, where these images are being created. In this story, it was Discord, I believe, that actually flagged it, that there was a problem. And there's been a lot of criticism of Discord over the years. But in this case, they came forward and showed what they believed was a major issue on their platform. But we see, whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever someone's using, Claude, I don't know how often those are used in these types of cases as opposed to something maybe a little bit more under the radar on the internet. But what does the liability look like for a big tech company if it's proven that someone like a David McEwen is going on there and creating CSAM images using artificial intelligence?
That's a really important and interesting.
I missed all of that. I missed all of that.
And showed what they believed was a major issue on their platform. But we see, whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever someone's using, Claude, I don't know how often those are used in these types of cases as opposed to something maybe a little bit more under the radar on the internet. But what does the liability look like for a big tech company if it's proven that someone like a David McEwen is going on there and creating CSAM images using artificial intelligence?
That's a really important and interesting question.
I just want to know how they could bypass it. Because imagine a big company like Gemini, ChatGPT, Grok, or whatever. They can't do it. Because that goes against their rule sets. But there's a way to bypass it. If they can't use their own, AI generator.
Overlays of law with respect to service providers and protections for service providers. I will say that Congress has tackled this from another direction, which is rather than imposing liability on various service providers, they've actually imposed duties for internet service providers to report after they've reasonably obtained actual knowledge of potential violations of child pornography statutes. They actually have to make a report to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And so you get these cyber tip programs. And so that's another way to, rather than sort of the liability sanctions approach to prevention, they're putting on affirmative duties to act. And it's another way to try to catch people like this.
And when it comes to, in this case, David McEwen, he faced state.
I think, yeah, we need to start holding the we need to start holding the companies accountable. We need to start holding them accountable, especially if they constantly have to not update, if they don't update their policies that implements in their their AI model. Their AI model just needs to update every now and again when something bad happens. Because, like, look at Grok for an example. When Grok was going batshit crazy about Hitler or something, they had to shut it down and rework it to, like, make sure that they don't talk anything about Hitler or Nazis. Why can't they just do the same thing with the ChatGPT? If they find a loophole, just remove it. Just remove it. And I agree with what they say. Report it to the National Association of Missing and Exploited Teenagers or whatever. That would be a stepping stone in, like, preventing this from happening ever again. But it is the companies that need to be held accountable too. And Congress is probably not pushing it long enough because maybe it's... oh... I don't want to go that far. If I go too far, they're probably going to blacklist me. But yeah.
So examples at times where you see internet crimes and it's a federal case. How does that work with the jurisdiction where if he was a teacher doing this, and again, this is probably a little bit more clear-cut case because he had been talking about his students online and apparently it was very clear that that's who they were. But if it was one of these cases where it could be up for debate and you're in a state that hasn't had, how does jurisdiction potentially change the type of trouble that someone could be in for doing something like this?
Absolutely. There are, depending on the facts and circumstances of the case, there can be potentially concurrent jurisdiction. And so federal and state authorities may basically discuss and see, given the laws in the two places, which is a better place to bring the charges. Now, you don't want to be doing
federal! Bring it to federal! Bring it to federal jurisdiction. Because this is a guy that used international level models of AI. If that's the same guy, bring it up to the federal court. Because Congress is the ones that have to, get these companies to mandate certain tweaks within, social apps. Because they have to abide with that. They have to abide with that. Well, I can't really give an example, but if somebody passes a state legislature saying, "Yep, we can't have this anymore in our province or state or whatever or country," then companies have to rework that in order to keep the management flow of, users in certain countries. I'd take Russia for an example, though. I think they used to have Facebook and Instagram before, Crimea. Then the sanctions hit. Then they had to build their own social media from the ground up.
Pornography activities in Florida.
Sure,
because not just because of the law, but because of the punishments. They have truth in sentencing laws where your time is more substantially your real time, for example.
And I guess moving forward, when you look at the landscape right now and you see some states that have put laws in and have recognized how big of an issue this is, and then you see other states that may be a little bit slower to catch up, like even for the states that are doing a good job, if anybody's doing a good job of trying to keep up with this, like what does that race look like right now? Because we know AI is moving so quickly. How are whether it be a legislature, whoever it may be, states, like how are they doing trying to keep up with all the developments that we're seeing right now?
Legislatures are actually a bit more nimble in this area. Both Congress and state legislatures tend to be more nimble, I think, when it comes to protecting children and concerns over AI and what it can do.
What do they mean by nimble? Like they're not going to rush it? They're not going to rush more mandates in the legislature to make it more difficult and more harsher for people to throw up more CP? Is it really that far? Democrats, Republicans, Why can't we just come out with one sounding goal to just make it faster, to make it more punishable for CP? More ways to make CP and distribute it.
I think you tend to get more bipartisan consensus there. So you're seeing recent action in multiple state legislatures, and you've seen successfully enacted legislation on the federal level as well. Nimbleness is good, but also consideration and caution is good too. We are a nation with the First Amendment, and so there's absolutely,
Wait, what they say about the First Amendment?
Legislation on the federal level as well. Nimbleness is good, but also consideration and caution is good too. We are a nation with the First Amendment, and so there's absolutely, framers of legislation have to be careful to respect constitutional rights, clearly define things, and so forth.
And then just lastly, looking at the chart.
Okay, I'm done with this video. There should just be a new reform within the Constitution, just saying that we just need to reform anybody that commits morally fucked up crimes like murder and rape and CP or child abuse or any of that shit like that. Anything that's like morally fucked up in like a federal level, they just need to have their rights stripped away. Because that's not how a normal human functions. I could say the same thing for like some of the locals, but then again, some people need help. Some people don't know what the fuck they're doing, but there are some that do and they just don't care. Maybe we should be a little, coerce about it, making sure that, tell who's sane and who's insane. That's what psychology is. That's why people study psychology. We gotta know more about the facts. But the fact of the matter is, whoever makes CP is morally fucked up already. That really gets my blood going. Got my blood going when I was talking about I think it was Nova. When I was watching that Nova online video. Shout out to that guy again though. Mayor Menace, I believe that was. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put a pin in it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll be online again tomorrow before I go to my local Smash tournament. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, like the VOD, subscribe with the bell on for more. If you want to see more live streams, know when I'm streaming on the YouTube. Still trying to make that PayPal happen. Facecam might come a little soon with the confidence, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great night. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
I don't know what to say.